Well, welcome back, everyone. 2 times in 1 week, we are joined by Georgia Kester with Ruby Supplements. This is so fun, so exciting.
Georgia, we'd like to see you every day if we could.
I
Well,
really,
that would be awesome.
But I told her before we got on air, I said, I love that I see you in your element now. This is her element.
This is the world that we live in here.
Yes. So on Monday, you were telling us it's Women's Health Month.
Yes.
And gave great knowledge, great advice on supplements to take. And what else would you like to
So
talk
for this
about?
month, I mean, I would like to focus on women's health, which I will here in a few weeks whenever I come back. But I would say maybe another thing we could focus on is immunity. Oh, excuse
There
me.
we go.
There we go.
So around this time, you know, we kind of have a lot of like the sniffly noses and things of that nature. So something I would recommend would be like these wellness immunity supplements here. We also have NAC, which is an amino acid that helps with the swelling in the sinus cavities, things of that nature. And it helps convert into L-glutathione, which is the one that we talked about the other day that helps to kind of detoxify the body. So
Were you talking about that? It was months and months ago because you talked about NAC and I had no idea what it was.
Yes.
But it's good for a lot of different things in your body because I was like, I need to go to Ruby's and get something with NAC because I thought that was something I need.
it's almost like a histamine. Or antihistamine, I should say. So that, and I would say maybe a combination with spirulina because that's going to help with that. So Zyrtec is kind of what is comparable. I don't know if I can say brand names, but that's what's comparable to spirulina and NAC if you take it the natural route.
The
Gotcha.
natural route.
Well, we like natural, and we love supplements. We love feeling healthy. But you've got such a huge selection. You're like, sometimes I'm in here and I have to ask. I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this. Can you help me? And they're happy to help you find that in this area.
Exactly. And sometimes there's a few options for a certain need. So for instance, immunity, I mean, you might say, oh, NAC, but then somebody else might be like, oh, well, I heard that this type of mushroom can help with that. And it's like, well, yeah, of course, we can get you that. And combine it with the NAC. So.
I was going to say, for someone coming in, because I always have a runny nose, I just think it's my deviated septum, but it could be something else within, and I don't know. And I would not know where to begin to look. And so if I came in to Ruby's and I was just like, I've got this going on, can you just point me in the direction? I know you touched on that, but
Yeah, certainly.
kind of getting that interaction and just the trustworthiness that comes with it.
Yeah. So I mean, you're wanting the knowledge behind it too.
Right.
That's the main thing. It's not everybody knows what you can take for something like that, and so sometimes it may just be as simple as like, you know, elderberry juice. You know, I mean, sometimes people need a little bit more help. Sometimes people are just like, you know, my immune system's a little bit weak. I need a little bit of strengthening. So. It just depends on everybody's needs, and we are more than happy to help answer that. So,
So if somebody hasn't come into Ruby Supplements here at Price Cutter, kind of talk about the different areas and the different things that you offer. Because I know there's help for working out. There's stuff
Yes.
for multivitamins. There's so many different areas of Ruby Supplements.
yeah, there's so many different areas. There's so much to learn every single day. So, I mean, we can take a trip around the department if you all would like.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Give us
Come
a
on.
tour, Georgia. Here, you lead. I'll just follow
Oh,
the mic.
sorry.
Yeah.
So right here we have our fish oils. This can help with your heart, it can help with your brain, and it can just overall help with lubrication in your joints, everything that you might want to kind of move around in your body. So a lot of people don't know that it has multiple benefits, especially if you've had COVID. Unfortunately, I've caught it twice. So fish oil helps to kind of lubricate those brain cells so that we can fire those neurons, get them working again.
Yes.
That along with the NAC that we talked about, a few other things, glutathione, things that can help us kind of get back on track and reroute those nerve endings in our brains. We'll move this way.
Yes.
Follow you.
We did talk about magnesium a couple weeks ago, and if
That's the one I'm taking right there.
Yes. So
I'll
that
take
is
this one.
that's a great one. If you were having trouble with your muscles, I would say maybe go with a citrate.
okay.
Now, if you go with the powdered citrate, I know I didn't clarify this on air the last time, but the citrate in the powdered form, I would take before bed because that is the one that's more bioavailable. It's going to just really get into the bloodstream really fast and get you
Okay.
asleep.
So I'm just looking for that now because I'm going to buy that when I leave.
Is it-
There we go.
It's we've got the powdered one down
Here
here.
we go.
If you need to up your vitamin D3, some people need a little bit more vitamin D3 for mental health and all of that. I would say something like that. It also helps with calcium absorption as well. See, that's what I mean. There's multiple things that
Right.
some of these products do. So now we're moving on to heart health. So we did talk about ubiquinol and CoQ10, it was like several months ago, but this is a really great antioxidant. It not only helps with your heart, but it can also help with any sort of oxidative stress on your system, on your cells. So I would say if you are doing a fierce workout, this would be a great one for that. So because when we work out, we put stress on our cells, and it kind of ages us. So that's why you see a lot of people get that really gaunt look when they start, cutting the carbs and cutting things out of their system because they want to look fit. But that's great. But yes,
Wait,
we,
so which
it's a
one do I need to
double-edged
take?
sword.
Which one?
I would say go with ubiquinol because this is this broken down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
I don't want to get gaunt.
You want to be, tight but not gaunt.
That might be a new insult, like get gaunt.
Get
Get gaunt. I like that. Let's coin it.
So right here we've got children's, and we just brought this on, the children's DHA. So that's a children's fish oil. You don't want to go too much with the fish oil with kids, so you want to make sure it's an appropriate amount. So 600 to 680. So we've got the multivitamins here. This is a vegan option. Some of these are not necessarily vegetarian or vegan, but this one is a great one. So if parents want to feed their kids just straight vegetarian diet, vegan diet, that's a great one for that.
By the way, Maddie, I just came. This is my new men's multi.
That's a fantastic
Okay,
brand.
perfect.
I love that brand. I'm actually taking their L-glutathione. I've even taken their multivitamins. I kind of tried to experiment and see which ones work best, but their multivitamins are top notch.
That's what I'm on right
When
now.
you say you're experimenting, how long of a time do you have to experiment with
I
it
would
before
say
you
give
feel
it about
something?
30 days.
30 days.
30 days for a multi.
Okay.
For other products, so for instance, something like an inflammation thing, which we'll get to here in a second. Inflammation, sometimes you can see results within 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I've had people come back and they're like, oh my gosh, like 3 days later, like my feet feel so much better.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, I'm a testament to that. I had tension headaches until I started taking the magnesium, and now
Really?
I've rarely had one. So it really does work.
It does work. A lot of people are magnesium deficient and don't know it, and that's one of the, I think, primary causes of a lot of joint aches and pains and things like that. So
Yeah.
And by the way, what we're doing now, Georgia and the staff here will do with you. They'll give you the tour. They'll take you
Yes.
around. They'll let you know what's happening here at Ruby Supplements. So ask the professionals. They will help you out.
we'll load your cart.
Yes.
Yes.
Georgia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere. Lots more fun on Ozarks Fox AM from Price Cutter right after this. I was like, I'm seeing all the things I'm taking.
Georgia.